Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are all well, ladies and gentlemen, and having a nice start to your week. Today is a great 30-minute dynamic mobility and flexibility and strength core session. We're going to start standing, and I want you to take a deep breath. Find length out of your spine, so that means get super tall, crown of the head to the sky. Ribs come down, belly comes to the spine without rounding, so I'm going to keep really neutral. And I want you to focus on the left leg first. So you're going to really think about wrapping your thigh. That means squeeze the muscle on the thigh and squeeze the glute. So if you have something you want to hold on to for balance, like a chair, a table, or kitchen counter, that's great. Kitchen counters are great for stability. So you can put your hand on something for support. I'm going to point the toe, and I'm going to do a dynamic swing. So this swing comes across the front line of my body. So instead of coming forward, it's coming on a diagonal. I want you to point your toe, fire the top of the leg, keep your spine super tall, and here's the breath. I'm going to exhale out, inhale back, abs in, squeeze the butt. So you're going to squeeze the glute as it comes behind you, and pull the belly to the spine without rounding as the leg comes forward. Just about 10 more seconds. Really feel that leg get longer and more engaged every time you move it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, switching sides. Great to do before you start running or moving in multiple planes of motion. Again, you're going to exhale, inhale back, inhale back. You can even hold on a window ledge, right? Lots of times when I really want to focus on the form and the wrapping, make sure you have something stable to support you so you don't compromise the line in the body. So I'm going to exhale up, inhale out, point your toe. Again, it's like a diagonal line on the floor. So you're in a different plane of motion than just a straight front back kick. Side to side, up, behind you. Keep those ribs down, and we're going to go about 10 more seconds. Tall body, feel that thigh wrap, squeeze the glute. Don't worry about how high it is. Get it tall and wrapped, long and wrapped. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Next set, you can either use a yoga block or a book if you have one. Get one of your books out of the bookshelf. You could use a kitchen counter or back of a chair. I'm going to show you a few dynamic stretches with rotation. So, left heel goes on the block. Really smart, sort of engaged center body. I want you to flex your foot, pull your toe toward your thigh. Keep your shoulders down. All right, here's the beauty of a flat back hinge with a rotation. Works a lot of the front and the back of the body. Let's pretend there's fire in front of you. I'm going to inhale, take a deep breath, lift up over the fire, flat back. Left hand reaches towards that foot. Chin is tucked, eyes are on the floor. And then you're going to lift up out of that, squeeze the glute, and open to a reach. So when I'm in this reach, this rotation, you want to get your arm really long, open the armpit. Notice my hip did not rotate, right? The hip is still forward, the toes still actively flex through the foot. So here we go. It's down on the exhale, open on the inhale. Down on the exhale, open on the inhale. So again, you can widen your foot on the back leg if that feels more stable to you. Scoop those abs on the exhale. Inhale, super tall. So abs scoop in, glute engages as the spine opens. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like higher up. If you have a counter or a back of a chair, that's going to be a deeper stretch. Kitchen counter, you can put a sneaker on, towel on the counter, a bench, something in your yard. Something on the field, if you have like a low fence, you can do this. So I'm going to reach and then open. Reach, open. So you're going to flex that foot. We're going to do about 4 more. Right? You could do this with your leg on the floor. The lower the leg, the less intensive the stretch, but also you're going to get more of a forward fold. Let's go 1 more. Great stretch pattern, particularly for back of the leg and torso. Okay, so same thing, other side. I'm going to just turn my angle. So you don't have to have a yoga block at home. I mean, they have them everywhere now. You can get them in the grocery store. But using a book on the floor works perfectly fine. So And you may notice you have more range on one side. That's fine. Super tall, butt is engaged. Drop down and open out. So I'm going to exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Love this. This is great for improving flexibility. Our flexibility is genetic, but 20 to 25% of our flexibility can be improved. You can really work to improve it, which is going to keep you out of injury. All right, so here, open. Right ribs are down, armpit is down, butt cheek is engaged, hip stays forward. I'm floating through the thoracic spine. And again, I want you to remember that there's fire under here. Visually, you're going to lift up over the fire, flat back, hinging, pull the toe up, reach, open. You're going to do a few more. I'm going to show you what the lifted leg looks like on the other side. So I want you to think about breathing. Let's say right leg here. So I'm going to reach here, up tall, open out. Sorry, I have my back to the camera a little bit there. So I'm going to reach and rotate. And let's do just a few more here. Great to get the body moving in multiple planes of motion, right? A rotation, forward fold, and flexing the foot. Okay, excellent, nice job. So I'm gonna move my props out of the way, get some water. We're gonna do some strength work more deliberately now. So, I want you to focus on the center of the body. You could use sneakers or bare feet. If you're doing this out in the yard on the grass, that's great too. So we're gonna focus on a pure hip opener, and then we're gonna take it right to a closed chain strength exercise. So again, you can hold on to something for support, you don't have to. Left leg's my mover. Open up on the exhale, point the toe, so it comes forward. It opens out, there's my rotation, comes down and back in. So I want you to be deliberate in this. That means I'm not just throwing my leg, right? I'm not just doing that. I'm gonna come up on the exhale, open out on the inhale, down, drag, open, down, and drag. Don't worry about how high it is. Make sure you're pulling in from the abdomen, squeezing the glute, dropping, and dragging. So the thigh is really wrapped. Let's go 4 more. Wrapping your thigh or your quads is important. It's going to help you engage the leg, right? We want to be actively engaged and sort of focused on connecting to the muscle. Great multiplanar hip opener. Also, it's using that mid glute. Let's do last one here. That pork chop muscle on the top of the butt that does all your rotation and abduction. Okay, great. Next side here. This side feels easier for me today, right? You may notice that you're more flexible, or you should feel a little stronger on one side, or your range of motion is better. Up, exhale, open, point the toe, long shin, wrap your thigh. Down, drag in, up, open. Great to do before a walk or a run or a bike ride or a nice athletic activity. Good breathing. Let's go 4. Beautiful. You're doing a great job. 3. Squeeze the glute. Pelvic floor in and up like you have to go to the bathroom and you're trying to hold that belly to your spine. Last one for good measure. Don't focus on the number so much. Beautiful. Okay, so great job there. Next set, we're going to do a wide squat to a crossbody lunge to that lift. Squat, lunge, lift. So I'm going to focus on each component of this. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Cross it behind you on the diagonal. Hip is in front of the knee is behind you. Left. Squeeze the glute. There's my pillar, my standing leg. Wrap the thigh, point the toe. Hold there. Up and down. 4. Nice job. Little wobbly, that's okay. Right, working on the ankle strength and stability. It's okay if you're wobbly. Good. Inhale down. 3. That's a lot of strength on the standing leg. 2. Beautiful. 1 more. Nice. And put it down. Shake it out. Okay, so if you have a sneaker on, you're you're probably going to feel a little bit more stable. Sometimes it's nice to just have the foot feel the floor. There's a lot of muscles in your feet. Also, it's really important for strength and balance for ankle strength. So here we go, left side. Squat, side body, and lift. Squat, diagonal, and lift. Inhale, long lunge, high hip flexor. Lots of strength in those hip flexors there. And up. Inhale, chest stays up, diagonal, and lift, be deliberate. Inhale, nice, 4 to go. Inhale, drop, and lift, torso stays tall, right? I'm not collapsing forward. 3, and lift. Two more. Nice job. Make sure your feet feel good there. Nothing should hurt. One more. Cross body and left. Nice job. Hip circles. Right side, left side. Nice glute stretch. Figure 4. Chest stays open. Roll those feet if you're barefoot. I try to work barefoot a lot. It's really good for developing ankle strength and mobility. All right, nice job. Get some water. Let's do some push-ups. We're about 11 and a half minutes in. So today, if you want to practice push-ups on the floor, great. If you can find countertop in your house, backside of something really stable, we're going to focus on core alignment. So really tracking from the rib cage to the pelvis. So I want you to get a super long body. If you're on a wall or a kitchen counter, your heels are going to come up. I'm going to show you the floor too. Right, super tall body. Your ribs, your hips, your knees, and your ankle are in the same line. So this height that I have is the same as my kitchen counter. Inhale, lower. When you get here, you're going to hold for 3 seconds. Exhale, push away. So we're going to inhale, lower. The hips, the ribs, the knees, and the thighs drop at the same rate of force. And you're going to exhale, push away. So we're focusing on tracking. Keeping the spine in one long line. Inhale, lower. Hold. Belly to spine, squeeze the glute, push away. Also, we're focusing on that low hold. Really focusing on that muscle engagement and strength work here. My ribs are not on the bar or on the kitchen counter. Okay, so you're going to go 10 more. Exhale, push away like you're sending the counter away with the belly button. On the floor, we're going to do this as a low try hold. So you're going to stay close to the body. Toes are going to point. I really want you to fire your glute. So you're still going to have that holding position. Knees are down, ankles are crossed. Your butt has to be in line with your shoulders, not up here. Okay, so we're going to point the toes, keep them pointed so your glutes engage. And if you're on the floor, you're going to work about 10 to 15 in this position. Inhale, lower, hold. My ribs are not on the floor. They're a ½ inch above the floor. Exhale, push away. Point your toes, squeeze your glute. Inhale, lower, hold. 3, 2, 1, push away. Again, my ribs are not on the floor. I'm hovering a ½ inch above. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push away. Okay, if you're standing, you're going to finish your set. And on the mat, if you're doing the mat work, got about 8 to 10 or 5 to 6 more if you started when we did the vertical. All right, let's do 3 more here. Inhale, lower, hold. Push away. Squeeze the glute. Adjust your knees if you're sliding. Point your toes. Inhale, lower. Push away. Inhale, lower. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Let's do 1 more for good measure. Inhale, lower. 3, 2, 1. And pushing away. So everybody's going to take a kneeling side body stretch. If you were standing, you're going to come down. Standing push-ups are great to practice everywhere. You can do them off a stable fence, kitchen counter. Okay, so I want you to inhale, lift out here. Be purposeful even in your dynamic stretching, right? This is side body, lateral flexion, lots of wrapping muscles in the core on the side body. Let's go one more each side. Inhale, open, exhale back. Inhale, open. Remember, your goal is to get whole body strong, whole body stable, whole body flexible, and whole body and very good engaged and sort of excellent range of motion for wherever that is for you. Okay, so next we're gonna do a little prone work facing the floor. So this requires a little bit more shoulder strength. And as we move through the pike and the cobra and the side body, you can always adjust and come down to reset each one, right? So it's better to be in your best form than to go through the whole thing quickly and be off, right? You don't want to be off alignment. So I'm going to start with a nice long shoulder plank. Let's go back a little so you guys can see me under my bar here. So shoulder plank, a couple of things quickly about your alignment, right? Butt is not up here. We will get there towards that angle when we get to a pike, but a shoulder plank, your hips should be directly under the ribs, over the knees, over the ankle. So we're going to start here with a glute squeeze, belly to spine. I'm going to lift up my heels, and then I'm going to send my tailbone back, drop my shoulders. Eyes look right in between your arms. Hold here. I want you to send your tailbone to the sky. Pull your belly button to your spine without rounding your back. We're holding for 3 more seconds. Tailbone gets as far away from your ribs as you can get it. Send the tailbone up. Beautiful. You're going to rest your body back into that beautiful plank. And then we're going to squeeze the glute and open the front of the body, the collarbone related cobra. So I'm in extension here. Beautiful. Holding for about 3 seconds. Okay, then I'm coming back up to my neutral spine. And I'm going to come to a side shoulder plank. So I'm going to inhale here. You have the option. You could lift the leg. Good. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to neutral. Reset the arm. Reset the feet. Okay, so we're going to go up again. Heels come up. Tailbone goes up. Shoulders down. Ribs pull down. Low abs scoop in and up. Belly to the spine. Get that tailbone way, way up to the sky. Almost like there's a magnet in the sky pulling your tailbone up. Shoulders away from those ears. Pelvic floor in and up a little bit more. Wrap your thigh muscles. Zip your legs. Get tall. All right, here we go to the plank. Resetting the shoulder. And I'm going to drop my hip just a teeny bit. Squeeze glute. Open to the cobra. Okay, you guys are going to hold in the cobra here just for a second. I'm going to switch angles so you can see my rotation on the camera so my back isn't to you. Okay, and so now here we go to the other side plank. Again, option to lift the leg. You don't have to. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Center body. Okay, holding here. Take a deep breath. Inhale. We're going to go one more each side. So heels come up. Adjust if you need to. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Tailbones to the sky. Head is right between the elbows. Inhale, feel your rib cage widen. Draw the low abs in and up. I want you to take your low abs and try to pull them under your rib cage without rounding your back. Beautiful. Coming down to my plank. Squeezing the glute, dropping the hip, opening to my cobra. So we're going to do that same side again. Coming up to neutral. Left hand on the plank. Side plank. So we did this one back to back. Again, option to lift the leg. Lift out and get longer for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're doing great. Take a breather and put the knees down if you need to reset. Okay, so we're going here. We're going to go up to the pike again. You guys stay in shoulder plank. I'm going to switch position one more time. All right, so here comes the last pike. Tailbone up, heels way up, shoulders away from your ears. Chin tucked, head between your elbows. Inhale, cleansing breath, send your tailbone to the sky. Gently drag your ribs towards your thighs. Belly button pulls all the way in and up without rounding. Tailbone up a little higher. You got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. out to your final shoulder plank. Squeeze the glute, drop the hip open to your cobra plank. Extension, that's challenging. Make sure you're pushing your heels back. Squeeze the butt, do not use your low back. All right, here we come up to neutral, and we're gonna do our final side plank. Lengthen out. Again, option, have the leg up. That's a starfish. Much harder on the arm rather than the forearm. 3, 2, and 1. Gently coming back. Okay, knees down. We're gonna do a little rotational stretch through the shoulder. So I'm gonna show you forwards and sideways. Hips open. Right hand through the left hand, releases. So nice little shoulder release, your temples on the mat. I'm gonna show you sideways what that looks like. Left hand through. Beautiful. Temple on the mat. Okay, great job. Let's go to sky facing. So we're only about 9 minutes away from finish. So get your water. Move your props out of the way if you were using a book or yoga block. Again, all of this is designed to be full body resistance and full body weight. You don't have to use any props. Okay, so starting today, we're gonna focus on moving the butt cheeks out of the way, finding the tailbone. Want you to get super tall, proud chest. Then you're gonna grab whatever part of your leg you can grab, and we're gonna work to get a little bit of length there. Holding. Chest is open and proud. Belly button pulls the spine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg drops or right leg drops. Drop whatever you want to drop first. And we're just going to take a little scissor stretch. And then I'm going to switch. Okay, and from here, we're going to go right to a scissor kick. So I want you to pull your rib cage towards your hip. Draw the belly to the spine. So the nice thing about this is it's great abdominals. You're getting some flexion and some ab contraction in the torso. You're getting some flexion in the hip with a long leg. It's good hip strength. It's good flexibility work on the hamstrings. I want you to point your toe. Get your leg as straight as you can get it. Exhale, drag the side of the rib. Inhale, length. Please remember to keep out of your neck. So chin is tucked like you have a little orange under your chin. Don't let the orange drop. Or clementine. 4 to go. And 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Right toe is going to go on the ground. Left hip is going to open. Gently, I'm going to cradle my hand right behind my head. So what I'm going to do is reach to the left and then cross. Reach, obliques, cross. Exhale, and cross. And cross. So I'm going to go a little bit more sideways. You guys can see this angle. Reach. So I'm dragging my shoulder blade sideways. That's oblique work and a small hinge. Just for rotation, elbow crosses to opposite shin. 3, keep the belly to your spine. This is about contraction, not range. It's very small range of motion. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Foot on the ground. Keep your hip in this position. Palms open. Here comes the single leg bridge. So the foot on the ground, you can put a flat foot or releve. Releve is a little bit more load on the calf. Just be careful. Pick what works for you. Then inhale up and exhale drop. So keep the hips nice and even. One hip is open. The other leg is doing all of the load. So I'm going to squeeze the glute on the left. Low abs wrap. Belly to spine. Push into the earth. We're going to go another 10, 9, palms are open, shoulder blades are on the mat. Okay, let's go 6. Squeeze the butt on the left, belly to spine on the left. You got this. Exhale on the left. 2 to go. 1 to go. And breathing. Both knees come in. We're going to do a nice little lift and lower before we switch other sides. So I'm going to come up to my jackknife, and then I'm going to scoop down. Come up to my jackknife. So this is more challenging. We've done these before. Some more core integration. Option, you can do it with a bent leg. Right, that's a little shorter lever. Work to your body's best position and form. So I'm going to inhale on the left, Exhale when you're up there. Get that belly to spine in. Draw the belly to the spine in and exhale on the lower if that feels better. You're just gently inhaling and exhaling. Don't hold your breath. Beautiful. We're going to do 4 more. How's your neck? Everybody okay in the next 3? And 2. Slowly coming down, right? We're trying to avoid the splat on the floor. 1 more. Beautiful. Okay, so gently we're going to come to the other side. I'm just going to switch sides so you can see my position better. So, right leg is going to cross, open at the hip. Right arm is going to reach. Left shoulder blade is going to do the rotation. So it's a reach and a left. Reach and a left. So when I reach, I want you to imagine you're dragging your shoulder blade towards your hip on the right side. It comes like a little C. Like if you were making a C or a crescent, the letter C, your right shoulder blade is reaching towards the right hip. So you're going to reach and come back. 8. Nice job. You got it. 7. Focus on the activation. If you can do these all day and you're not even fatigued, you got to go back and ask your body, are you in your best form? Are your legs wrapped with heavy duct tape? Are you creating conscious tension in your thighs? Is your belly button pulled to the spine? Are your ribs down? Are you staying in the body every single movement? That's what counts. Let's do 1 more. All right. So head on the mat. Here comes my bridge. All right, so here, open still. Heel can be down or up, palms open. Left and lower. So you may notice you have more range on one leg. Maybe one hip is harder to open. That's okay. We're working to get always more stable evenly, more strong evenly, more balanced so that one side of the body doesn't always do all the work. Low abs wrap, push into the feet. Again, you could do it heel down. Heel up is more calf work, a little bit more load. Careful of your knees. Let's pretend we have our 2 favorite lemonades on the hips. Don't let them spill. And we're going to go about 10. Exhale on the left, inhale on the lower. Exhale on the left, inhale the lower. Let's go about 6, 5. Pull the belly to the spine every time you lift those hips up. 2 to go. 1 to go. And breathing these in. Legs extend. Hands behind the head. We're going to do some circles. So I want you to keep the belly button to your spine. Your sacrum, back of the hips, do not rock all over the mat. I want you to glue your legs together. Point your toes. And draw a nice big circle the size of a hula hoop away from your body. Keep your belly to spine. All right, switch direction, go the other way. Nice and slowly, keep it under control. The legs do not move till the abs are engaged. Relax your neck, your eyebrows, your face. Spine stays nice and quiet. One direction may be harder, this direction's a little harder for me. Hope you guys feel good. 4 to go. Good, belly, spine, you got this. 3. Nice and 2. 1 more. Beautiful. Come in, glute stretch from that bridge. Hamstring stretch. Grab those heels. Come out nice and wide. Opening for your flexibility. If you can't sustain or find even this hamstring stretch, do one leg at a time, if that helps. Okay, that's a good option. Breathing. Beautiful. Okay, closing the leg. Gently pointing the feet. Coming into single leg stretch. Belly to spine, hip extension and flexion. Chin down, eyes to the thighs. We're going to go 30 seconds here, nice and quick. Focus on wrapping the legs. 25 to go. Belly pulls in and up. Stay in your form. Reach those ribs down towards the thighs. Last 20 seconds. You got it. You can do it. Breathing. Great work, everybody. Great work. 15 seconds to go. Let's pull that pelvic floor up and under like you're pulling it under the rib cage for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open a butterfly. Hips are open. Tailbone comes forward. Feet come on the floor, dropping right side, left side. Nice, good multiplanar hip and pelvic floor stretch. Piriformis and glute. Good, gently coming up to center body. So we're going to do a little side knee extension. Squeeze the glute, reach back. Center body. Squeeze the glute, reach back. So if you can't get to the floor, you can grab your foot, you can grab your glute, hamstring, thigh. Open. One more, nice extension. And gently coming down. Okay, great job, everybody. This concludes the 30 minutes of core strength, flexibility, range of motion. We use vertical power, push-up power, center body prone, lots of shoulder in that. Be good to yourself, stay extra hydrated, get outside and get some fresh air, put the devices away, get off the phones. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Nice to see you.